Hey everyone, in case you didn't know, my name's Ryan Houghton, and I look like this.
Oh, dude.
Now today, I'm going to be talking about positivity, why I find it so important, and why I think we need to make America positive again. By the way, I'm totally kidding. That slogan sucks. Now, let me tell you a story, because stories are cool, I guess. Now, I, like I'm sure many of us do, have a tendency to beat myself up whenever I do something wrong, fail, or, well, completely blow the toilet. Now, I say that last one metaphorically because, well, if I was being literal, that'd be kinda gross. Now, when I was a youngster like this, I tended to get down on myself way more than I do now. It was also around this age that the idea of keeping a positive attitude was introduced to me. Since this was before I really cared about school, or really before anything I did in life had much of an impact, a lot of the instances where I would get down on myself, well, would come through sports. I remember every time I played bad or experienced a tough loss, I would get in the car to go home with my mom, and the whole way home I would either cry like a baby or just sit there and be pissed at myself. After a while of watching me do this to myself, my mom actually began to teach me the importance of keeping a positive attitude and just staying positive in general. She would always tell me that it wasn't so healthy to always be beating myself up, and that staying positive is something that she believed was important because it, one, makes you feel happier and better in general, two, makes others around you feel happier and better in general, three, makes you perform anything better if you actually believe in yourself, and four, well, let's be honest, nobody likes a Debbie Downer. Now, at first, being the typical kid who thought their parents had no idea what the heck they were talking about, I thought this was a load of crap. Eventually, I realized what she was telling me did in fact have some truth to it, and that I was being a moron, and I also realized that I had some work to do in terms of changing my attitude. And even though I don't get down on myself, even as close as I did back when I was a young kid, I still do time to time, like, for example, whenever I fail a test in school, or maybe like right now I'm sitting somewhere off in the distance watching this video thinking, oh god, this sucks. But whenever this happens, I always go back and think of the conversations I had with my mom, and usually that does the trick, and I usually feel better. Now, being taught this all throughout my life and looking back and seeing how much staying positive has helped me get through the troubles that is high school, and as cheesy as it sounds, I can honestly say that my biggest piece of advice for anybody starting high school would be to stay positive and to realize that when things get tough, if you keep your head up, things will get better. Now, how may one stay positive throughout high school, you may ask? Now, as simple and cheesy as these tips may sound, I tend to think we forget them a lot of the time, and I honestly think they're the best ways to keep a positive attitude throughout high school. Number one being, don't do anything that makes you feel bad about yourself. Number two being, always look on the bright side of things, even when times seem tough. And three, always believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you can do some freaking awesome things. Just like this guy.